Do you remember this lovely little toy? Do you remember how it spins and forms all those lovely little patterns, those spirals, when it goes? Shall I remind you? All it takes is a little spin to have it going, get it all nice and picked up, and then forming those lovely vortexes, all those little wrinkles and waves shining off the light, watching them come closer to the center, closing in on itself, round and around and around, starting and stopping, going the other way to make more mesmerizing shimmers. Seeing how it all just wants to go closer and closer to the center, that lovely little ring getting closer and closer until it stops. And the center just seems to drop deeper, picking up all those pretty little particles, showing how lovely they are, shining and shimmering in the light. Isn't that lovely? Watching it go around and around and around, starting and stopping, creating more of those mesmerizing vortexes, little spiral patterns that appear, drawing you in closer and deeper. It really is quite lovely, isn't it? The kind of thing that's just so easy to get lost in, the kind of thing that you kind of just want to watch for hours. To watch it spinning, to feel it spinning and then stopping and making all those pretty little patterns, all those spirals. Watching it all come closer to the center, closer and closer, and then stopping completely, making all those pretty shimmers, all those pretty lights. And then the process begins again, going faster, closing in towards the center, closer and closer and closer, and then stopping, and all of the particles just drop and make lovely little spirals. A very mesmerizing little toy, don't you think? Round and round and round, closer and closer and closer, and then stopping, spiraling deeper, spiraling downward, spiraling closer and closer to the center. And what do you think is in the center? What do you think you'll find when you reach the center? When everything just stops for you, when your mind just turns into a big spiral. When my words and my voice are swirling around in your mind, just like this. what will you find in the center of it all? Bliss, pleasure, obedience, mindlessness, submission. Well, I think that's for you to find out, isn't it? After all, I'm just here to show you my pretty toy and to show you just what it can do, just how mesmerizing it can be, how easy it is to lose yourself in it, to get lost in all those shimmers, all those little spirals and vortexes that just seem to draw you in more and more and more, closer and closer and closer to the center. Ever so tantalizing. Isn't it a wonderful toy? Don't you just want to get lost in it for hours? To lose your mind to it? To repeat that pattern over and over again, watching it spiral, watching it swirl, watching it get closer and closer and closer to the center. Watching all the shifts in the light, all the shimmering as it stops and swirls, goes backwards and forwards, all trying to go into the center where all of the bliss lies, or that craving to obey, to submit, to worship. All in the center, surrounded by all of these lovely, pretty spirals and shimmers and vortexes. Let's do one more time. There it goes towards the center, just ready to make that lovely vortex when it stops. Lovely little spirals found everywhere. You just have to know where to look.